Hello, everyone. Katherine Jones here, founder of This Needs to Be Said. I'm going to restart just in case I started talking too soon. Hello, everyone. This is Katherine Jones, founder of This Needs to Be Said Media. Some of you may know me as Coach Kat, and my new title is author Katherine Y.Jones, and I'm very excited about that. So, 14 years of business. Ooh, I'm not going to tell you how old I am. I have on readers. 14 years of business. And there's been a lot of questions for myself, like, how do you maintain? How do you know when a trend has changed? How do you know what to do quarter by quarter? So over the years, I have figured some things out, learned some things from others, as well as discovered some things, because after a while you figure out how to keep up with the trends because there's so much. So today I want to discuss with you how to make sure you're ready in your business for the new year. Our new year is 2024, so at some point this video will be old, but right now we're preparing for the year 2024, which means we have to close out 2023 strong. Strong meaning knowing what we want to accomplish, knowing how to accomplish it, seeing what we may have missed, and seeing if it's important for the next year. Maybe we missed it because it doesn't fit. There have been times I just really wanted to do something and it didn't fit the business, but I just really wanted to do it and I tried to cram it and make it fit. So what I begin to do with those things that didn't quite fit, but I just really wanted to give some attention to it, I made a big book of ideas. So I would work on it and put those notes to the side because maybe one day I'll be able to come back to it and I will have put in some work with it. No longer trying to cram things in. Often a coaching client would ask me the question, I am talented in multiple areas and I want to do something in every area. Why am I being held back? Why can't I do it all at once? And because of my own experience, I shared with them, it's not really possible to do it all at once because there's so much each business requires. And so we're going to get into that, not at the level of business, but our social media platforms. So we'll get back to that. But if you're multi-talented, take notes, develop ideas, and see which one can really move forward. What can you project seeing? Not just what we dream in our head, but what are the actionable steps to make that a reality? So we're going to get into getting ready for 2024, how to measure your individual success, not measured compared to anyone else, because we're at different levels. Some of us may be in a plateau in our business where it just feels like nothing is happening, but things are happening. Or you may be in the business, in the part of your business where things are just, you're celebrating, you're reaping the harvest. So this isn't a one size fit all. It is a your size fits you. It's your individual business journey. My 14 years in business may not look like it, probably won't look like somebody else's 14 years in business. There'll be a lot of things that are similar, lots of things that are common, things that I've learned along the way. Social media was just beginning when I started This Needs to Be Said, and what we call podcasting now was online radio. And I used to be a local radio host for a regular radio station, what you would listen to in your car before satellite and before streaming. Oh boy, before streaming. So it was online radio. So it evolved. I wanted to hang on to the terminology of online radio. But the more I grew in business, that word kind of fell to the background because people are doing video podcasts when podcasts used to be only audible. So do I want to be on video? Well, I'm doing a TV show, I thought. That's not the same thing. You can be on TV, but people have so many choices. Where will you get the most attention? Where will you get the most bang for your investment in your business? So things were changing as I was starting my business. I was running into trends I didn't recognize was a trend, and sometimes short term trends. So, oh, the apps that came and went. So if you're new in business, primarily if you're new in business, or if you're looking to do something new in your current business, this chat today is for you. Take your pen, your paper out, your tablet, however you take notes, go ahead and take that out. And I want to share my experience with you, and I hope that it helps you as you seek to grow and expand your brand. Oh, 14 years in business, going from online radio to podcasting, going from TV show host to podcasting. Video podcasting is what TV used to be. And there's so many platforms. And the way of entering into these platforms has become easier than it was before. The knowledge is more available, it's not hidden. You can be an independent creator and see success in your business. The success could be just seeing your creation on a bigger platform than you could have imagined. It doesn't have to be someone signed you or discovered you. You can believe in yourself enough and publish yourself, whether it's a film, book, song, art, paintings, whatever it is. You can have so much more control over what happens with your work of art. I love that. 14 years ago, there were some obstacles, some learning curves, definitely, because I'm new to this kind of business. I've had business before, but almost they felt like no brainers. So I was silly enough to think that I could take on a new concept and make it work. And I was learning along the way. You're going to learn even if you know everything about the business, because something can change. Facebook began as just something to do to keep up with your friends. I actually started on Facebook playing Mafia Wars, and my handle, like I'm on a CB radio, my handle 14 years ago was drama author. So I am 14 years later finally becoming a drama author. And I love that. But I tried so many other things because back then publishing a book was not as easy as it seems now. The understanding of the knowledge, being able to get a book cover created, the tools to be able to create your own if you need to, if it's not financially feasible for you to do it, but you have a book that you want to put out. It just it, I think I spent those 14 years learning for this moment. And for people who were able to publish their books back then, because many people were, I was interviewing those people who were independent, self-published authors of poetry, of novels. Um, it was a big investment up front. So when people want to do something now, it's a matter of really just doing it. Try it. You are going to get it wrong because you don't know. And even like I'm sharing my knowledge with you, that's not going to make you know, and that's not going to help you completely avoid any road bump that will come your way. I'm sharing with you to give you a head start, things to look out for, things to consider. However, your journey is your journey. If you're going to write a book, if you're going to start a podcast, if you're going to become a business coach, it won't be the same way I'm doing it. Your style is different from mine. The way you see it happening, the way you're going to design your life and the culture of your business will be different from mine. We're different. That's your secret sauce. But the way we prepare each year for business in general is we want to see success. We want to see growth from the previous year into the new year. That's common with every business. So what ways can we do that? One way is when we look at our social media platforms. I know that it is recommended for you to be on every single platform that is popular and where people are most likely to show up. However, If you are not used to creating content, lots of content, and what I'm learning, still in business, is that you're going to need about 5 to 7 post videos of or clips of you per day. I'm still working on that. It takes stamina to create meaningful content and to keep your brand in mind. It is so fun and so easy to reshare the Baby Yoda memes. It is so easy and so fun to share someone else's funny creation, but it's not loyal to your brand. So, what do? You have to have a schedule, you have to create stamina, you have to practice putting out meaningful content to connect and engage with the audience that you want to do business with, those that you want to read your book or to follow your podcast or to order from your restaurant. Whatever it is, you have to gear your content for your particular audience. You want them to know that you're having a conversation with them, not just kind of, noise and we're all here together, but we don't really know what we're doing. I'm guilty of that. I love seeing humorous stuff and resharing it, but it takes me off track from letting my audience know I'm speaking to you about this needs to be said. I'm speaking to you about creating the life that you love. And when I say live your dream, everyone's dream is different. What you design for your life is going to be different. What you look at as wealth and riches for your household, for your lifestyle, is going to be different. For me, being wealthy is being able to get up when I want to, go to bed when I want to. Not to be arrogant like God doesn't exist. What I'm saying is I am not controlled by someone saying I have to come in to work at this time. And the people that support my business, I hope that they feel that they have the same flexibility. Yes, I ask a lot of questions and I require a lot of things, and so do they. They require that I know and appreciate what it is that they do to support my business so that I'm not being overwhelming to them. So finding that balance, but the flexibility of getting the job done, however you see that. I am knowledgeable of what needs to be done in my business, but how it gets done, I'm not 100%. So I would have to learn everything they already know. And it helps me. Not, I don't want to say it helps me save time. It maximizes the time that I spend with my business so that my life, outside of getting up when I want to and going to bed when I want to, I get to spend time with my family. I don't have to have my kids forgive me because I'm not available. That's important to me. So as I prepare for 2024 and I'm releasing a new book and it's the start of a series, I want to make sure that I don't get so wrapped up in business that I cut my children out, that I cut my grandchildren out, that I cut my husband out, that I cut out my friends and being able to socialize. I don't want to lose that part because that makes me feel healthy and wealthy, and that makes me feel like being in business is worth it because I get to create that. So those who support me, I want them to feel that same freedom for themselves, whatever that looks like. I don't want to give them pressure. Yes, things are important and they need to get done, but it also comes with planning and projection and knowing that I need certain things ready by a certain date. And they tell me I'm going to need certain things in order to get that for you. So there's accountability, there's a responsibility, there is planning, So here we are looking at going into a new year, wrapping up a year that feels like it zipped by. Christmas is around the corner. You see my decorations. Have my tree up, the kids decorated, which was so cool. It was hard for my husband because he wanted to control it. I was like, let the kids decorate the tree. I also wanted to control it too, but let the kids decorate the tree. So it's what it is. We've gotten some of our decorations up, so this is very exciting for me. But we are ending the year. Exciting Christmas, but also what am I anticipating for the new year? Focusing on the right social medias because all of our social media platforms don't do the same thing. And even when a new social media platform is presented and it's popular and you want to get on there because it seems like, you're getting traction, don't neglect the relationships that you've nurtured on the social medias where you are doing well. Facebook is a sweet spot for me. Instagram is a sweet spot for me. So for me to go to TikTok because it's popular and neglect Facebook and Instagram would be bad. It would set me back at zero. So, thinking of 2024, considering our social media, think of the one or two that you're going to commit to because you're going to have to put diverse content on there. My social media manager is educating me as I go and helping me break my bad habits of just sharing anything and everything and confusing my audience. So I want to make sure that what is seen on Instagram and what is seen on Facebook is diverse from what is seen on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is not quite like Facebook. Yes, you are engaging with people, but you are making direct connections. These people are on LinkedIn to talk to you one on one. Facebook, we're in a group, but we still want to sound like we're talking to one individual. So, that is my beginning tip. We're going to talk some more in just a few minutes because I promised you up until noon. We're going to talk some more about getting prepared for 2024 in our business. Be back in a few minutes.